Good morning, students. From today onwards, we'll start our new lesson, that is keeping in touch. Okay, it is in lesson 9. So, actually, the heading is why it has keeping in touch. So, according to this generation, okay, it is very necessary to all. Without this, we cannot. Okay, since morning we are starting with this. Okay, so do you know what? Yes, every electronics gadgets, okay, without electronic gadgets we cannot. Even in morning time, without phone, daytime phone, evening time phone, this is what? This is the electronic gadgets, and these electronic gadgets, okay, we are using regularly, and without this we feel very bored. It is very necessary to all. Okay, that's why it is keeping in touch. So before starting, so I'm going to read this lesson. Okay, the act of exchanging thoughts, ideas and information is called communication. In ancient times, people used to go from one place to another to deliver and receive messages. They also use pigeons for this purpose. These messages took a long time to reach. Today we have very fast means of sending and receiving messages. Communications is two types: personal communication and mass communication. So according to this heading, it is saying communication. Okay, communication means we are going to share or exchanging thoughts, ideas, information through messages or through the devices. Okay, any of the way we can use, but nowadays we are using various types of electronic gadgets. Okay, with these gadgets we can share our views, ideas, thoughts, informations and many more. Okay, so this is the reason keeping in touch. So before, in earlier time, many of the men, women, they are using messages through pigeons, okay, and through various types of ways. Nowadays it's very changed, so we are sending and receiving the messages through with the various types of gadgets. So according to this line, we have two types of communication. Now we are going to communicate with two types. One is personal communication, another one is mass communication. So personal communication, what is personal communication? The communication that takes place between the sender and the receiver is called personal communication. So here is the definition for personal communication. Communication takes place between the sender and the receiver. So here two person, one is sender and another one is receiver. If I am sending you a message, okay, I am sending to you a message and you are going to receive, it means that is called personal communication, because I am sending you, that is not a common. Okay, it is that message is, if the message going to personal in your account, that is called the personal communication. If same message I am sending in common, okay, or in group, that is called mass communication. So there are various types of personal communication. One is postal service. With the help of postal service, telegraph, telephone, smartphone, fax, computer, with the help of these devices or postal services or through telegraph, we can send, we can share, we can give information, ideas with this communication. So first of all is postal service. The postal service a few years back was the most popular means of communication. The basic job of the postal service is to collect, transport and deliver mails. We can get inland letters, postcards and stamps from a post office. The postal service also offer facilities like speed post for quick delivery of mails. So before these devices or electronic gadgets, so many of the peoples they use postal service. Okay, here first of all we have to go to the post office, then we have to purchase some purchase some stamps, okay, papers, and that we have to write their letters. After that we have to post it in the post office, and it is transported to the deliver address. Okay, to the, if I posted today, so it will take time to reach on that particular addresses. Okay, it will take time. So in post office we can get the inland letters, postcards, stamps. The postal service is offers to facilitate speed post. So still we are using postal services. Okay, that is called the speed post, and that speed post take some more charges to quick delivery of mails. So in this generation we are using, but it's very less. Previously it was more letters, okay, and postman was very busy to give to deliver the letters in that particular areas. So nowadays we are very less using these postal services. Why the reason is behind that we are using this very little? Because of smartphone gives many facilities to give, to take. Okay, we can receive or we can send also in the devices only, and it will not take the time too much. Now second one is telegraph. Telegraph was invented by Samuel F.V. Morse in 1837. Telegraph is an electronic device of sending the message. Samuel Morse invented an electronic key. It is called as the Morse key. By pressing the key for short and long periods, Morse was able to send signal in the form of dots and dashes by electronic current. Morse developed a code based on dots and dashes which could be understood and transcribed by the trained telegraph operators. This code, called the Morse code, is still in use in many parts of the world. A telegraphic message is popularly known as telegram. This method of communication is not used in India any longer. So second one is that comes in also the personal communication. Okay, second one is telegraph. Telegraph was invented by whom? It was invented by the Samuel F.V. Morse in 1837. Okay, Samuel Morse invented electric key, so that electric key is called the Morse key. Understand? And that key, if we are pressing for short and long periods, it was able to send the signal. Okay, if we press the key for short time, that forms the dots. Okay, and if we press the key on for long times, that will signals for dashes. Okay, short key for dots and long key for dashes. So through this code we can understand, okay, we can understand and transcribe by the trained telegraph operators. After that we have to take one operators, okay, without that operators we cannot understand the language of that Morse key. This code called the Morse code, it is still used in many parts of the world. So nowadays we cannot say this code is using, okay, if it is not developed in others country. So this type of devices is still using, okay. In our country it is not using nowadays. A telegraphic message is popularly known as telegram. So telegraphic message is popularly known as telegram. This method of communication is not used in India any longer. So in India we are not using this type of Morse code. Understand? So personal communication and personal and mass communication. So we have completed only two types of personal communication. So rest will start from tomorrow. So till today, so read this lesson 9.